Hello farmers, welcome back to a beautiful no man's land where the rain is still on its way. Just finishing up the sugar beet harvest. Have not done anything with the sugarcane harvest since I last left you. But yeah, I got another trailer load. I dumped that down at the BGA, and this is what's left that came out of the sugar beet harvester. I did go over the second hour. I actually got up to like 2.2 hours on the sugar beet harvester, so another $12,000 I had to pay on the hourly leasing fee. But with this sugar beet, I figured I might as well come up and just put it into the pig food mixer, just because. Yeah, the sugar beet, I have not figured out how to distribute it to one building and not another. I don't think that's really an option, other than I could sell the sugar mill, and that would solve my problem. But yeah, we'll figure something out to do with the sugar beet later on. I don't know. But we're going to be spending some time up here at the cow farm today. The cows needed some attending to, and of course the grass field is ready to be cut, and we need to make some hay on it. I'm not really low on hay, but I'm kind of getting there, so we're going to make sure we get this cut in. And yeah, we got some good amount of hay bales there, so we should be all set pretty much there. Is my tanker still here? It is. Let's go ahead and drop off that trailer. And is there any water in there? Because the cows need attending to. I'm not sure where I lost track of the animals, but the sheep, I went ahead and took care of them, kind of. They were pretty much out of hay, and I thought I took care of them, but maybe I didn't. And the cows are just about out of everything, so we got to make sure they are up and ready to go here. I'm just going to go ahead and park this over here so I know to take care of the cows later on. At least I hope I will. But let's go ahead and cut the grass first. So the rain, like I said, that's a ways off. I checked the forecast. I got like 4 or 5 hours before the rain hits. So we should be okay. Kind of weird when I come to the grass field when it says the pH value is bad. Yeah, I guess it does need some lime, so maybe after I get the grass cut, I'll have to, at some point, get some lime spread in this field, probably before the next cut, which will not be until, like, April or May, I would assume. No way I'll be able to get another cut in this year. But this grass definitely need to be made into hay. That way we have enough for the sheep and the cows for another year, and hopefully all the grass cuts they do next year, we can go ahead and make more silage and bring that on down to the BGA, because the sugar beet I made, that's not going to the BGA, unfortunately. So let's see, when I go ahead and lower that, please turn that on, and I do have to make sure the back ones now. Let's see, I gotta put that down. How do I do that now? I kind of forgot because it's been a while. Lift mower, select working swath drops. Is it control Y, is it? Am I right in that? Yes, it is. Wide spreading. There we go. For some reason, that's not showing in the helper HUD what controls it was, but luckily I did remember that. Let's go ahead and turn that on. So I tried a couple things with the BGA, meaning I was letting the grinder grind up the sugar beets, but I was not distributing the cut sugar beet. So I waited until like a minute before the top of the hour, and then I activated that to distributing to see if it all just goes straight into the fermenters. And I think about 95% of the cut sugar beet went right into the sugar mill, and I got very little into the BGA fermenter as it is. So from time to time, I'll probably go on down and dump about 35,000 liters of sugar beet into the grinder. And if some goes into the fermenters, it does. If the rest of it goes to the sugar mill, well, that's going to go to the sugar mill, I suppose. Not much I can really do about that. So unfortunately, yeah, we're gonna have plenty of sugar around. But as we saw, selling sugar is not that bad of a thing. So that might be the last time I do sugar beet. The whole thing with sugar beet was, yeah, let's go to the BGA. That's what I wanted to use it for. But yeah, now we're not going to, because it's just going to go to the sugar mill. Unless I sell the sugar mill and then our problem is solved. You know, I mean, I guess I could do that, but I probably won't. We'll just make money from the silage. Although, as you saw last episode, money is coming into this farm now rather quick. We're sitting at $750,000. We're going to spend some of that today. Not a big issue. We are going to be putting down the, I don't know what it's called. Is it the grape mill or whatever? So we can make raisins and grape juice. And then we're also going to put down the cereal factory as well, just so we know the recipe, so we can really plan for next season. And who knows, I'm not sure if I can actually put down the grapevines now, or do I actually have to put them in when it's actually quote-unquote planting season. I think some people, I've seen them put them down in October, but I think you can't plant them until the springtime. I'm not too sure, but I'll give it a try anyways. I don't remember, because the only thing I did was olives on Elm Creek, and that was very early on there. So we'll give it a try. We'll maybe start putting down some grapevines if we can. I will keep my eye on the store. Like I said, upgrading, trading in maybe our Fendt tractor for something, or buying a 4th tractor for next season. To see, like right now, I got plenty of tractors right now, honestly. But I got a couple fields that need to be plowed, which means stone picking and all that. So, having a 4th tractor around is definitely going to help out. But then we also got to buy all the equipment for doing the grapes. But usually all that equipment is kind of on the small side, so it's not going to be too expensive. So I'm not too concerned about that right away. But as most of us know, getting into grapes and olives, it doesn't really pay off unless you do it big. But how big is big? I'm not too sure. I would say the one we did like at Elm Creek was too small. That was really too small. So we're going to go kind of big. I really don't know. And I really don't know what precision farming is going to do with grapes and olives. And that was another thing I got to think when I was doing the sugar beet harvest. I was reflecting back on the sunflower harvest to where we only got like 4,000 liters more than what we normally did on that field. I'm wondering, with precision farming, do the bees actually, maybe it doesn't quite work the same way with bees with precision farming. And the only one way to do that is to do a test of, like, take the bees away, do sunflowers in the field again, and see if it's the same amount or a lot less. But yeah, I'm too lazy to do that, so I'm probably not going to do that. I was expecting a lot more than the 53,000 liters of sunflowers that we got, because that's what we kind of normally get, and what we've been getting off our other fields with precision farming has been a lot greater than percentage increase than what we got. But I was thinking while I was setting up the McCormick, getting ready to cut the grass, I definitely like the way seasons and hay worked in 19 over 22. If you're unfamiliar with seasons in 19, in order to make hay in seasons with 19, you had to cut the grass, and there was a couple stages of grass. You could do moisture readings on the grass. Now, if your grass moisture was above 20%, when you cut it, the grass would look like this. This is what we would call wet grass. In order for it to dry to another state, you would have to ted it. If you cut your grass and the grass moisture was less than 20%, the grass would look like it would be like a lighter color, kind of like what hay kind of looks like in a way. So all you would have to do was just cut the grass if it was less than 20% moisture, and then you'd have to wait a while, like maybe 8 to 12 hours or even longer, depending on the time of season you're cutting the grass, also depending on the weather, how much the wind was blowing, and then the grass would dry to dry grass, which would kind of look like straw, that kind of a texture. So this isn't just a matter of like we do now. We're going to cut the grass, and then we're going to go around with a tedder, and when we ted it, it instantly turns to hay. I would kind of like to see it go back the way it was in 19, or go the way it was in 19, but I'm guessing they're not going to do that. At least not yet anyways. Maybe in the future, who knows? You never know the way Farming Simulator is doing this version of Farming Simulator, where we're now having DLCs and updates and all that. I mean, we had that before in the past, but it's kind of being run differently in a way. And I did see that, nope, that's a different game. No, was there an update today in Farming Simulator? No, there wasn't. Nope, sorry, I think of a different game. I think it was American Truck Simulator. Either way, forget what I was just thinking about. Yep, completely different game. But the good news is I logged in today, started playing, and none of my key bindings have been erased, so that's always a positive. And still, every time I log in, I don't see my trees flickering. Now, someone did suggest that maybe my trees are starting to flicker because I got too many trees on the map. Usually when you get too many trees on the map, it'll tell you that you can't plant anymore or put any more trees on the map until you cut down some. So I know that was a big thing, like on Alien Jim's last map, Western Wilds. There was a reason why there was an update to that map was because I think Alien Jim went a little bit too crazy with how many trees he put down on the map originally. So if you wanted to put down trees, you couldn't because you're at the max. So that's why he eliminated like 4,000 trees on that map. But I don't think I have that problem here. I haven't cut down as many trees as I thought I would when we first started the series. I thought we're going to go through a lot of trees because of the furniture shop, and I'm like, okay, we're going to cut this lot of trees down first and move on to the next one. I'm only about halfway through the first forest, if you will, and I think I put down, I don't know how many trees I've actually quote-unquote planted. If you want to call it planting, you just put them in the ground, I guess. But how many trees we actually put on the map. But all the colored ones you can see are ones I put in. And I think I put in a lot more than I cut down so far. And since the new patch of 1.5, the trees are not flickering. So that's a good thing. Take these mowers on down to our pressure washer. We'll wash them. And we'll bring it on down to our repair shop and repair them as well because we are done with them for the season. And fold those up and then turn that one off as well. And then we'll go ahead and TED and then windrow. Wait, do I have a windrower? I got a tedder, but I don't have a windrower. I thought I had one, so I'll have to lease one, which is not that big of a deal anymore since we got the cash. Make our Vicon butterfly mower set look nice and pretty, other than the paint. Although I don't think it's, yeah, the bottom has worn off somewhat. Alright, so it's not going to be too expensive to repair these, I don't think. I don't have that many hours on it. I only cut the grass like 3 times a season, and it doesn't take me that long, so I'm not sure they even got an hour on them every season. Let's see, that's $50 for the butterfly mower. And $14 for the front mower, and while we're here, the McCormick is $1,210. Repair that on up. Careful going around this corner, because I have not done any landscaping around here since we built the shed. Kind of neglected this area since we moved on from it, building the sheds a while ago. So I need to come back here and take care of this area just a little bit, spice it up some more. So I think with all the bales we're going to make, I think I'll take one trailer over to the sheep and put it in their shed, bale shed. And then the rest will stay over here. I forgot we did not have a windrower. But we don't make hay that often. It's been like, what, 2 years maybe in game since we had to make hay? Maybe even more than that. And yes, I do know about the baler that has the windrower rows on it. I used that back in 15. Now, yes, obviously it's come a long ways. I just never, this has never really appealed to me for some reason. Ah, beautiful dry grass. I mean, hay. Yeah, so this is the color that quote-unquote dry grass would be in 19 with seasons. But now we know that this is actually hay in 22. That's the way I was hoping that hay would have gone when they announced Farming Simulator 22 would have seasons as part of the regular content. But it could be rather frustrating, though, in the 19 version with seasons making hay, because you think the weather's going to be good, and then your grass doesn't quite turn to hay, then you get like a little bit of a rainstorm, and that grass absorbs all that moisture, and you got to wait longer and longer. And of course, we also have decay in 19, so your grass was decaying as it was sitting out in the field, and your yield would get much, much worse. Now, I'm wondering when I go down the other side of the grass field, I remember last time we did this, some of the grass did not ted and turn into hay, so we'll have to see what happens when we get on that side. I think just to add a little bit of realism, maybe after I get done turning this grass over, we'll go on down and we'll put the factories in and give the grass a little time to dry. Don't need to, but... I do like how they animated now the grass coming out of the back of the implement. And they've done a lot of work on that between 19 and 22, how the material is run through the implements and the way it comes out. It's got a lot more texture to it. It looks more realistic than it has before. Yep, so going down this way, you can see some dark patches of grass that didn't get turned to hay. Not that big of a deal. So I think what I'm going to do is just swing around and go the other way around the field and see by going this direction if it all turns. But then again, if I go down the other way on the other side of the field, it may not turn. Who knows? Is it all turning when I go this way? Yeah, when I go this way, it all turns. Not sure what that's all about, but who knows? Getting ourselves a nice blanket of hay going across this field. Probably just going to lease the biggest windrower there is, just to just make a fewest amount of swaths as possible. I'm pretty sure the baler would like that when I'm going around at 12 miles an hour and it's stuffing all that hay down its throat. But it'll work just fine. Just notice we're getting the hours up on the McCormick as well. We're up to 44 hours on this thing. And we bought this brand new. Okay, a little bit almost. I gotta do one more pass here. Let's try to get it all in one more pass, but I guess not. Yeah, so funny thing, going up right to left on this side of the field, it takes all the grass and turns it to hay. And I thought, well, when I go down the other side of the field, I'm going to get patches just like I did over here, and I did not. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Need to go, let's see, that'd be counterclockwise around the field. And it won't have any patches of grass in there. I'm not going to bother repairing this tedder because very little time on it. Does it even require to be cleaned? I don't think so. Don't think so. Try to park it on one side in case I ever want to bring something else over and park it in here. We are good to go. Alright, we're going to take a little bit of a shortcut down through here, down to our road. And it's time to buy some factories. 2 of them to be exact. And I'm trying to think if that's all the base game factories that there are that we have left, which is cereal production and grape production. But of course, we're going to be using the no handcuff modded ones that hold 5 times as much and produce 5 times as fast. And we're going to put them up in this general vicinity here. Yep, you can see all the trees that we put on down turning a nice orange color. Alright, I think we'll stand right in the road so we won't have any problems. Oh, anything going on in the store? I haven't really checked the store in the afternoon hours, but don't see nothing there that we're looking for. So construction. Let it think for a second. Let's go to productions. Actually, let's go to landscaping first. And we're going to make sure we go to flatten. And go to strong strength here. I think I want to set them back a little bit more. That's kind of the thing I didn't do with the original factories. I don't think I set them far enough apart. I was trying to make sure I had enough room on the map, and I don't know what I was thinking because we got plenty of room on the map. Alright, let's scroll on down. Let's see here. Where do we need to be? I don't even know what these buildings look like. It's not the spinnery. Tailor shop. Nope, we got that. Bakery. Carpenter. There's a cereal building. Are there 2 different ones or just one? Okay, so this is the cereal building. Is that the front? I mean, that could be the front just as well. That's definitely not the front. That's definitely not the front. So I could have the building like this or like this. And I think we're going to go ahead and put it like this. So $110,000 for the cereal factory. So it takes corn, honey, raisins, oats. And there we go. We got that one down. Okay, let's go to landscaping. Now we're going to spin around. Let's see. Okay, so over here would be good. Flat surface, please. All right, productions. And let's see, where is... That's dairy. Grain mill we got. Oil we got. Grape processing. And of course we got the sugar mill. That's kind of a smallish building. Let's see, that's definitely not the front. That's definitely not the front. I mean, I guess we could leave it like that, but that's definitely the front. Whoa, that's definitely the front, like right there. Looks like there's a little bit of landscaping fee there, which is kind of weird. I thought I flattened out the area, but... Alright, so there is our grape production. Sweet and sour raisins. So obviously just grapes go in here, and we get raisins and grape juice. My guess is the grapes go here, and the spawn point must be over here. And then of course we got our lovely little cereal factory over here. So we're still sitting at $574,000, which is still rather nice. So a lot of corn and some oats next year, and of course the grapes as well. And we can... it'll take a while for the cereal factory. Of course, we'll have to, harvest the grapes, then put the grapes in there to make raisins, then bring it over, and then we can start making cereal. How much is... I have no idea how much cereal even sells for, honestly. Have not even looked at it. I thought the cakes was going to be the last thing we got done on this map, and we've had the cakes done for a while. Cereal, not, okay. I mean, yeah, not as good as everything else. But then again, it doesn't take as much either. But then again, when you start thinking about, when I say it doesn't take as much, it doesn't take as much as for ingredients. But if you look at all the equipment that you need to kind of get the grapes going, yeah, it can be a thing. So there's a cereal, and... I mean, I guess we'll make some grape juice now and then. I don't even know where the grape juice... Oh, grape juice right here. Actually, grape juice sells for a decent price, doesn't it? Not too bad. All right, so there is... Whoop, wrong button. So there are the factories down. So that was going to be a big expense. So the next big expense is going to be possibly putting down some grapes. And we may tinker with that here after we windrow the grass field and do the bales. But I'm going to go down. I'm going to show you what we're going to use first of all, because I think I'm going to do a time lapse with the windrowing and baling. And where do I need to be? Where are the windrowers? Tedder's windrowers. And we're just going to scroll all the way down. Let's see here. That is a 9.7. Yep. So that's the biggest one I got. I don't have the modular one in here. Guess not. Okay, let's go into here. Lease that for... Ooh, that's expensive. 3,162. All right. You probably say, why not buy it? Well, we're not making that much hay currently, so every once in a while I'll lease it. And then we'll figure out later on. So, when I see you back in the field, or actually just in a second, you'll hear some tunes, and we'll do a time lapse of me windrowing and baling up some hay.
Let me know, do you feel me too? Let it show, 'cause babe, I'm into you. We've been on and off, in and out, up and down, too many times.
Whatever you do, don't windrow the field like I just did. That'd be the worst. Yeah. I just started windrowing without even a set plan in mind of which way it should be going, which way the windrow should be, and next thing you know, I was crisscrossing everywhere. Just made for a huge old mess. But we'll get it all cleaned up eventually. I mean I will later on. That's why I've been keeping the windrower. I may go ahead and after I pick up some of these bales, go back around the windrower again and just tidy up the field a little bit. But this will get the job done for the most part. And if I don't get back to it, well, at least I got a good amount of bales for a couple of years for the sheep and the cows. It may look like there's a lot on the field, but I bet you if I had an empty baler, I may not even have enough on the ground to make a bale. Maybe close, but maybe not even enough. Who knows? Let's go ahead and spit those out for now. And come on, get off the end of my baler, please. Let me go ahead and actually get the baler off the field. Now, before I go around and pick up these bales, I'm just going to drop the baler off right here. We're going to go take care of the cows next by giving them some TMR. I don't know if they need straw or not, but I think we'll go ahead and give them some straw as well. Oop, I missed a big lump right there. And actually, let me get the Mac Anthem fired up and I'll move that out of the way. You know what? I'm going to get some water first and come back and top them off with water. I'm in the Mac Anthem now. I better do it while I'm thinking about it. Well, they don't really need 30,000 liters, but that's what I got for water. I'll probably top off the greenhouses and maybe the maple syrup production while I'm thinking about it. I'll do that later. First things first, got to take care of the cows. Oh, you know what? It'd be nice if I turn the HUD back on. There we go. Alright, so that is all the water that they require. Although they did take about 8,000 liters worth. TMR mixer is there. Yep, we're coming, ladies. We're coming. Food first. Might as well top them off with everything. TMR, straw. Should be a full mixer here. It's funny, it says 24,000 liters, which is a full load, but then it's only at 99%. Probably should be doing this with a T6 because the T6 fits in here just a little bit better. But the T6 is currently down at the BGA with the sugar beet cutter. Alright, let's go and see how the cows actually look. Yeah, the sheep, you can see their health is down because they did run out of grass. I don't know how that happened. Well, I wasn't paying attention to what happened. Actually, the cows got a good amount of straw, so I may just hold off on that. But, yep, we are out of TMR, so let's go get some more. Luckily, we have some. Oh, I should mention that, if you remember, I don't know if I mentioned it last episode or not, but the pig food mixer, I put that on distribute, seeing if it'll distribute the pig food right to the pigsty, and it has not. Which I'm fine with. I don't mind coming over and get the pigs food, and from what we saw, though, the pigs are not going to go through that 50,000 liters of food for a while. So I really had no fear about the pigs on that front. This is going to take a second to fill up. Here you go, ladies. A full feed trough for you. And they are good to go. Now, I may put off, I know I said we may put down the grapes today, if we can. I'm not sure if we can, though. But originally where I was going to put them, I'm not sure if I want to put them there or not. And I really should be focusing up on backing up right now because I wasn't, and I'm spinning around everywhere. Originally I want to put them on a hill, but then again I want to put, you know, the grapes and olives together over here. So my original plan is down here, put another big shed for our groves and vineyards. So a lot of the implements that we're going to need are used on both. So I like to just have one garage and stick it all in there. And I wanted it down here, and I want to keep it down here. So yeah, originally I was thinking, okay, but yeah, I want to put grapevines on a hill. But the only hill is kind of like really right there. And that might be a little bit more steep than I want to have it on. Let's go grab a straw bale. We'll make the cows completely happy. Still got more work to do in this in-game day. Got to take care of that sugarcane harvest. All that, of course, is going over to the sugar mill. How about if I turn on super strength? Because, like I said, the T6 is down at the BGA. Seems like every time I want the T6 here, I don't have it here. It's somewhere else. And the T6 usually parks up here now, but every time I need it, it's not here. I didn't check though. How are we doing? It's still 60 cows, right? And so one more month, we'll have 10 more cows. Another month, and these will be making milk, I think. Another month, and we'll have another 10 cows. So next month, we're going to have, I want to come back over and top all these off. Next month, we'll have 20 more cows. So far, 20 more, right? Yep, 20 more cows next month, and maybe these cows here will be producing milk as well. Actually, I got 13,000 liters of milk. Yes, we got at least another episode here for the month of October to do stuff. before we move on. So I need to get this all done. And next thing you know, winter will be here. We'll be breezing through winter. Now, another plan, I think, like I said, we're pretty much all set to kind of work on the vineyard. But I'm also hoping this winter to start working on putting down an area for our house and decorating for our house. So that might be coming this winter when we start doing some logging and such. I'm changing my plans where I was going to put my house a couple of times. I'm still not sure where I want to put it and how I want it to look. So maybe in a few episodes before we get to winter, then we'll be doing that kind of stuff. Let's see, where's my trailer? Oh, my trailer's over here. Let's go grab that. And then the first load we're going to take over to the sheep, and then we'll top off the sheep with some water. And we should be good to go. Let's see, we got to put this in operating position. And we got plenty of food now, at least for a couple of years, I think, because we're not getting any more sheep. We've been maxed out on the sheep for a while, so we know how much food they're taking. The cows, on the other hand, let's see, we got 60 and that holds 150, so we're almost at 50% capacity. As of November, next month, as we decide, we're going to get 20 more, so we'll be at half capacity. So they're going to be going through more TMR, more and more. So we just got to make sure we are prepared. But I'm not quite sure I know what I need to do with the, I said butter. Yeah. What we need to do with the milk yet. Either make butter, which some of our factories need, or just bring the milk on down to our factories. Alright, let's go over to the sheep, put this in their shed, give them some water, and I think wrap up the episode there. Just noticed I still got another load of eggs to sell probably as well. But I definitely got to get, I got to get the wool over to the spinnery. A lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff to do. Alright, can I move it just straight back? The bales. Is that a thing? Can I move them straight back? See, I can go up and down, left or right. No, you can't go forwards and backwards with it. At least like, how about L and M? That used to be a thing. Nope. Alright, so where am I going to put these here? Okay, let's do it like this, maybe. Well, first let me just put it in the trailer so I can see where the heck I am. Alright, this is probably not going to work. I'm going to try to stack it on the other stack that's there, even though it's not even. Yeah, I don't think I got the room. I'm not sure what's going to happen to the top row, but let's see what happens here. Well, yeah, that doesn't work out now, did it? Let's reload. Oh, that created even more of a mess. A second here. I need to clean this up. All right, I got a plan. At least I think I do. Okay, first step, take out all the bales, which I did. Now we're going to unload a full trailer. in there, like so. And I think I can squeeze another set on the other side, but we'll see. But that requires me backing up almost precisely, and that is not going to work out rather well. If I just take my time backing up. And then, nope, I didn't want to move it that way. And then down. And then kind of course, I didn't go in straight with the trailer. Alright, I can move those around. I'll move those around by hand later. Let me reset this and put this here for now. And now to back up and give them some lovely water, and the sheep will be taken care of, because I want to forget about them again for another month, because that would be bad for business, because they won't be producing any wool. And of course I pulled up to the trailer, and the trailer had like 200 liters of water in there, so I had to go get some. I probably should put down a water. Why am I backing up to that? I don't know. I probably need to put down someplace to get water here, because going over to the pond now at the beginning was alright, but now I got so much work to do. Running around. Yeah, starting to get just a little bit tedious running back and forth. There we go. So the sheep should be good for a while. Now I got some more messes to clean up. I got the grass field to go clean up. I got the sugarcane field to take care of. I got some sugar beets to dream and argue about, trying to be distributed to the right place. Yeah, we'll just stack these kind of nicely in here, best we can. But the sheep are going to be good for quite a while now. Actually, I can probably shove these in, because I'm that strong. Just make sure we get them under cover. Yep, they're well, for direct rain they are. Any sideways rain. Yeah, they might get, it's a little bit wet. So the sugarcane harvest, let's see, I don't know if I'll be doing that with you guys next episode or not. Not quite sure what we're going to do. As for the grapes, we'll probably look into that next episode as well. We just got so much work still left here to do in the month of October. So, yeah, we'll get through October at some point, but yeah, sugarcane, pick up the grass field, got to move some stuff around, maybe sell some eggs, got to figure out what to do with the milk, and we can do all that next episode. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land, but until then, have a good one.